Good morning, students of class 9th. Already we have completed respiratory system. Now we are going to start a new system that is known as skeletal system. Now, what is the importance of a skeletal system in our body? First, you see, your body is provided proper shape due to presence of a skeleton. If complete skeleton is taken out from the body, then body shape cannot be maintained, it will be destroyed. In the same way, a skeleton also provides support to the first function of a skeleton in our body to provide support and proper shape to the body. Second is protection. In our body, there are large number of soft and delicate important organs which require protection. For example, heart, lungs, spinal cord, brain. All these are the important parts. If any one is damaged, the body will die. So, a skeleton provides a protection to these parts. Already you know your brain is contained inside your cranial cavity, and this cranial cavity is surrounded by means of total 22 bones, 14 in facial region and 8 here. So total 22 bones are responsible for providing protection to your brain from mechanical shock. In the same way, this chest cavity is formed by this sternum, collarbone, 12 pairs of ribs, and is part of this backbone. So it gives rise to a bony cage-like structure, and in this bony cage-like structure, your lungs and heart are provided protection. Your spinal cord is also very important part. It is the terminate part of medulla oblongata, and this medulla oblongata runs through the central canal of our backbone, starting from first vertebrae to last. This bony rod-like structure provides protection to this important spinal cord. In this way, we have seen our skeletal system is also responsible for providing protection to our different body important parts of the body. Third, you see movement and locomotion. First, what is the difference between movement and locomotion? When whole body is on the same place is not changed, but the body parts are moving here and there. Position of body parts is changed, but the whole body is remaining on the same place. Then that is known as movement. But if the whole body is moving from one place to another, that is place is change of the whole body, then that is known as locomotion. If a skeleton is not there, then body cannot move. You can move from one place to another. You can locomote from one place to another. You can show movement only when a skeleton is present in your body. So the skeleton also helps in movement and locomotion. Next is lever. What is lever? Lever is the instrument with the help of which we can perform any function very easily by applying less force. This is the general definition of lever. Lever is the instrument with the help of which we can perform any function very easily by applying less force in our body. At certain places, the skeleton, that is bones, are arranged in such a way so that they give rise to a lever-like mechanism. For example, with the help of ankle, you bring your body in this position. Here the bones of ankle are arranged in lever-like mechanism, and they help in bringing your body in this position by applying less force. Next function is the production of blood cells. The long bones, suppose this one is the long bones, any long bone. The central part is filled by means of some bone marrow. This middle part is known as red bone marrow, while the bone marrow which is present on the two sides is known as yellow bone marrow. Yellow bone marrow and red bone marrow. Red bone marrow is responsible for the production of RBCs, and yellow bone marrow is responsible for the production of WBCs. Already you know, RBCs are responsible for the supply of oxygen to cells. WBC are the soldiers of our body, they provide protection to our body. In this way, our skeletal system is responsible for the production of RBCs as well as WBC. These are some important functions of a skeleton in our body. Now, after that, our skeleton system can be divided into two categories: axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. In axial skeleton, what are the components which are included? A skull, this thoracic case. These are the parts which are included in axial skeleton. In thoracic case, sternum as well as ribs will be included. And appendicular skeleton includes bones of forelimbs, bones of hind limbs. This is a girdle known as pectoral girdle, as well as this one is known as hip girdle or pelvic girdle. So bones of forelimbs, bones of hind limbs, bones of this pectoral girdle, bones of hip girdle. These are the components of appendicular skeleton. The complete skeletal system is divided into two parts: axial skeleton, which includes a skull and this thoracic portion, thoracic case, and appendicular skeleton includes bones of forelimb, hind limbs, and bones of pectoral girdle as well as pelvic girdle. Now, we are going to start first our axial skeleton. And what is the part of axial skeleton? What are the main components of axial skeleton? Axial skeleton, just you have studied, consists of a skull and thoracic cavity. Now, this skull is made up of a total 22 bones. You see, this upper part of our skull, which is a cap-like, is known as a cranium. And this cranium is made by the combination of 8 plate-like bones. 8 plate-like bones. These 8 plate-like bones are so firmly attached to each other that their joining cannot be opened, and they give rise to a cap-like structure. Again listen, cranium, which is a cap-like structure, is formed by the joining of 8 plate-like bones, and these 8 plate-like bones are so firmly attached to each other that their joining cannot be opened. Second part of skull is this facial region. In this facial region, total 14 bones are there. Facial region includes 14 bones. In this way, total 22 bones join to give rise our skull. Clear? After that, our thoracic cavity, the thoracic case, is the part of our axial skeleton. Our thoracic case is formed by combination of different bones. First, you see, this is the part of our backbone. The backbone, some part of backbone is also included in thoracic case. These are our 2 collarbones, which are also known as clavicle. These 2 collarbones, after coming in front, they join to give rise a small long bones known as sternum. It is also known as breastbone. So backbone, 2 collarbones, that is clavicles, 1 sternum, and 12 pairs of ribs. Ribs arise from our backbone, from the dorsal side. After forming arc, they come towards front and join to sternum. Ribs arise from backbone, forming arc, they come towards front and join to sternum. There are total 12 pairs of ribs are there. Total 12 pairs of ribs are there in our body, in our chest cavity. Out of these 12 pairs of ribs, out of these 12 pairs of ribs, the ribs First group, ribs are divided into different groups. First group is known as true ribs. First 7 pairs of ribs. First is starting from upside. First one, second one, third one, fourth one. First is 7 pairs of ribs. This one is our sternum, formed by joining of 2 collarbones. So first 7 pairs of ribs, after rising from backbone, they come in front and they join to sternum. Since they join to sternum directly, so these are known as true ribs. So what is the total number of true ribs? First 7 pairs of ribs, starting from upside. After that, a rib pair number 8, suppose this one is 7. Rib pair number 8, 9 and 10. These ribs are not attached with the sternum directly. Rib pair number 8 will attach with 7, 9 will attach with 8 and 10 will attach with 9. Rib pair number 8 will be attached with rib pair number 7. A 9th will be attached with rib pair number 8 and 10th will attach with the rib pair number 9. In this way, we are observing here that these 3 pairs of ribs, 8th, 9th and 10th, they are attached with the sternum, but not directly, indirectly. And this is the reason why they are known as false ribs. How many? 3 pairs of ribs. Numbering is 8, 9 and 10. After that, rib pair number 11th and 10th, after rising from backbone, they will come towards front and they are not attached with sternum directly or indirectly. If you touch your last 2 ribs, you will see here they will be ended. That is, they are not attached with the sternum directly or indirectly. And this is the reason why they are known as floating ribs. So, rib pair number 11 and 12. And this one is 8, 9 and 10. So, you have classified the total 12 pairs of ribs into 3 groups. First, true ribs. The number is 7 pairs of ribs, which after rising from backbone, they come towards front and join to sternum directly, that is separately. Rib pair number 8, 9th and 10th, after rising from backbone, they come towards front. They are not attached with the sternum directly. 8th will be attached to 7th, 9th will be attached to 8th and 10th will be attached to 9th. So we can say these are also attached with the sternum but not directly, indirectly. And this is the reason why they are termed as false ribs, rib pair number 8, 9 and 10. Third category is floating ribs, rib pair number 11th and 12th. After rising from backbone, they come towards front but they are not attached with the sternum directly or indirectly. So they are known as floating ribs. In this way, you have studied the construction of this thoracic cavity. Now, our backbone is formed by arrangement of total 33 ring-like structure. Ring means anguthi, ring-like structures, which bear central canal for inserting our fingers. In the same way, these ring-like structures, which are known as vertebrae, singular number is vertebra. 33 vertebrae are arranged above one another, giving rise to a bony rod-like structure. And that bony rod-like structure is known as our vertebral column, okay, or backbone. These 33 vertebrae are divided into 5 groups. What are those 5 groups? First, you see in the neck region of backbone. In the neck region of backbone, there are total 7 vertebrae, and these 7 vertebrae are known as cervical vertebrae or neck vertebrae. The first 7 vertebrae which are present in the neck region of backbone are called cervical vertebrae or neck vertebrae. After that, in our thorax region of backbone, total 12 vertebrae are there, and these 12 vertebrae are known as thoracic vertebrae. Below thoracic region, there is a lumbar region, pate region, and in this lumbar region, total there are 5 vertebrae, and these 5 vertebrae are known as lumbar vertebrae. Below lumbar region, there is a waist region, there is cover region. Again, here 5 vertebrae are there, and these are known as sacral vertebrae. Clear? And last, tail, that is poonch region of our backbone, contains 4 vertebrae, and these 4 vertebrae are known as coccygeal vertebrae. So, total 33 vertebrae are there in our backbone. These 7 cervical vertebrae remain separate. These 12 thoracic vertebrae remain separate. These 5 lumbar vertebrae remain separate. But the 5 sacral vertebrae will join together to give rise to a single structure. These 5 sacral vertebrae will join together to give rise to a single structure, and that is known as a sacrum. In the same way, the last 4 coccygeal vertebrae also join together, also fuse together to give rise to a single structure, and it is known as a coccyx. So, you have studied number of vertebrae found in our backbone are 33. These 33 vertebrae are divided into 5 groups. First 7 vertebrae, cervical are known as cervical vertebrae. Thoracic region 12 vertebrae are there, known as thoracic vertebrae. In lumbar region 5 vertebrae are there, which are known as lumbar vertebrae. In sacral region 5 vertebrae are there, known as sacral vertebrae, which are fused together to give rise to a single bony structure known as sacrum. In the same way, in the last part of our backbone, there are 4 vertebrae which are known as coccygeal vertebrae, which fuse together to give rise to a single structure known as coccyx. Okay, thank you.